Good morning, good morning. Today we're taking a look here at Bitcoin, some XRP, liquidity, velo data, and the Sigma coin. So, all right, 5 waves off the low for the Bitcoins. We have completed our A leg here for Bitcoin. So we have a 5-wave move to the downside here. And so now we would be looking for at minimum an ABC retrace move back up, probably to as low as 71.9 to as high as 72.5. And then one more breakdown of a step back down to 69.4 as realistically for the shorter potential level for Bitcoin with the starting journey that we're on here. Now, if we do a flat structure, we could just zigzag right through here. You know, we could end up doing something along these lines and just set a kind of a range bound price action move. So we could even squeeze higher and do a higher B leg for a C. So these guys can take different various forms, but the most common would be just kind of like a 618 retrace of that move, and then another leg down that's of equal size. So considering that they're now pushing the war narrative and the peace deal is not in, this would be likely that there'll be some narrative that pushes it back up saying everything's okay, never mind, you got this, and there you go. So that would be what plays out there. Now what's interesting is Bitcoin's has had an amazing run, and as we know, XRP has just been languishing here at the lows, right? So we're at kind of like a do or die point here at this level. So we've got our what was expected to be a breakdown, and now we've come and done a secondary leg of a higher low so far, which is interesting on these two candles. So this could be the beginning of a wave 1, wave 2, and we had a rising wedge move over the last couple days, and then a massive aggressive ABC level down, or this is a continuation of a breakdown. Now, in both scenarios, if we do break out for the bullish structure, we're good here, right? This will just kind of head that way and we're on our way. The key though is just like we have with Bitcoin, we're going to have a retrace potential here, right? So when we zoom in, our 0.5 or 618 retrace takes us right up into this pocket zone here of the 21-day moving average, is this pink line that we've been fighting against this entire time. So with that bounce, if we get stalled out here in this area of $1.34.9 to $1.35.5, if we get stalled out in that region and begin to roll over or aggressively roll over, well then lowers in the cards, right? We're just going to break down here. So that's our kind of our last move. But if we can blast through that, and this was just a corrective wave 2 of this next leg, and this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get this explosive move to the upside, that's the key level to watch. So still the fight with the 21-day moving average. We want to see a really, really distinct, clear breakthrough of $1.35.53. If we can't get past that, then it's going to be Goblin Town for everybody. But I don't think that's particularly the case right now based off of data I have. But at this point, we'll just have to wait and watch. But that's the pivot point right there. So we'll be checking on it. Now, liquidity does take us up into that region. We got 134. We even got some 135 stacking up here with that breakdown that occurred yesterday. So they're primed for sweeping. And then the question is, can we continue beyond from there? And the velo data has us set up for that same thing too. We have a massive increase in open interest. Not super unhealthy or anything along those lines, right? So that's unhealthy is up here. But we do have an increase in open interest. It is all flipped short per the majority of it. And we have spot buying happening at the same time. So we do have quite a bit of price action playing in a way that makes it look like we've got some potential upside play out here. So yeah. And then finally, Sigma is also giving us a signal here too. We have the daily flipping back and forth, still positive, but barely, with the day so far halfway done. And we have a big battle of people selling and buying all through here. So there's been a big fight of lower lows being set here with a choppy kind of triangle / 5-wave move to the downside. So a minimum of release bounce would occur on Sigma as well. So 160 million Sigma gets you access to the Sigma Elite, Sigma Pro Elite indicator that gives us 15 assets to choose. And part of that is the signal for what we're referencing here in this discussion. So we'll jump in there, check it out, and you too can enjoy a whole bunch of different information and dots. So anyway, so we have this running for Sigma here, looking like it's got a bullish move. We got ourselves the velo data saying most people are short with an increased open interest. And we have stacked liquidity to the upside, some down here too, but we've got a whole bunch here for at least this take back candle here for a market sell. And lastly, we've got our XRP at the literally the line's edge, whether or not it's going to break, bounce and then break down. And same thing with Bitcoin, giving us the 5-wave move completion potential break. So, all right, we'll check in here over the next day or so and see how this plays out. All right, thanks so much for watching.